Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. Today we're diving into a story that's hit a lot of people hard. The sudden passing of Sylvester Turner, the former Houston mayor and U.S. Congressman. It's a heartbreaking moment for his family, his community, and honestly, anyone who admired his incredible journey. In this video, we'll talk about what we know so far about his death, look back at his remarkable life, and take a moment to honor the legacy he leaves behind. If you're here for the full story, stick around and let's get into it. Please hit that like button if you find this meaningful, and subscribe if you haven't already. So let's start with what happened. According to the latest news reports as of today, March 5th, 2025, Sylvester Turner passed away early this morning. He was 70 years old. The news broke after he attended President Donald Trump's address to Congress on Tuesday night, March 4th, in Washington, D.C. Reports say he suffered a medical emergency shortly after the event. Houston Mayor John Whitmire confirmed that Turner was taken to a hospital that night, but he was later released and returned to his home in D.C. Tragically, he passed away there this morning. What's really striking is how sudden this was. Washington, D.C. Police officials told the Houston Chronicle that his death appears to be from natural causes, though the exact cause hasn't been officially confirmed yet. His body is still in D.C., which is standard protocol when a member of Congress passes away. Turner's family said he was at the hospital briefly after the speech, but didn't share more details about what led to that medical emergency. It's a shock because just hours before, he was active, posting on 10th about being at Trump's address, looking engaged and present. For those who followed him, this feels like it came out of nowhere, and it's even more poignant knowing he'd faced health challenges before. Back in 2022, he revealed he'd battled osteosarcoma, a type of bone cancer. He underwent surgery and radiation, and at the time, he said he was cancer-free. We don't know yet if this played a role in his passing, but it's a reminder of how resilient he was, even in tough times. Now, let's step back and talk about who Sylvester Turner was, a man whose life was a testament to grit, service, and breaking barriers. Born on September 27, 1954, in Houston's Acres Homes neighborhood, he grew up in a working-class family. Acres Homes is a historically black community, and Turner never forgot his roots there. He even lived there until his death. His parents instilled in him a drive to succeed, and he carried that forward. He graduated from the University of Houston and went on to earn a law degree from Harvard. That's no small feat, going from a modest upbringing to one of the top schools in the world. His career kicked off as a lawyer, but politics was where he really made his mark. He served in the Texas House of Representatives for 27 years, starting in that's nearly 3 decades of shaping laws and fighting for his constituents. Then, in 2015, he ran for mayor of Houston and won, serving 2 terms until 2024. He was the city's second African-American mayor, following Lee Brown, and he led Houston through some of its toughest moments. As mayor, Turner was a powerhouse. One of his biggest tests came early, Hurricane Harvey in 2017. That storm devastated Houston, but Turner stepped up, coordinating relief efforts and pushing for recovery funds. He didn't just sit back, he was hands-on, making sure the city got back on its feet. He also tackled homelessness, reshaping Houston's approach with a housing-first model that became a blueprint for other cities. And for anyone who's driven in Houston, you might have noticed safer streets. That's partly thanks to his Vision Zero pledge to end traffic deaths and his work on the Houston Bike Plan. He wasn't afraid to invest in the future, even when it was hard. And he did it all while staying connected to his community. Acres Homes wasn't just where he lived, it was where his heart was. After his time as mayor, he didn't slow down. In November 2024, he won the election for Texas's 18th Congressional District, taking over the seat once held by Sheila Jackson Lee, who passed away last year. He'd only been in Congress for 2 months, but he was already sponsoring bipartisan bills, like expanding Medicaid and boosting cybersecurity training. That's the kind of leader he was, always moving forward. This loss, it's tough to process. For his family, his daughter, and grandson, this is a personal tragedy. The Turner family released a statement saying, "It is with inexpressible sadness that we acknowledge his unexpected passing. You can feel the weight of their grief, and my heart goes out to them." Imagine losing someone who's not just a father or grandfather, but a giant in your world. To his followers in Houston and beyond, he was more than a politician. He was a mentor, a fighter, a symbol of what's possible. I think what hits me hardest is how he never forgot where he came from. He rose from poverty, faced cancer, led through crises, and still showed up for his people. House Minority Leader Hakeem Jeffries called him an iconic leader and a fighter until the end. Speaker Mike Johnson praised his faithful service. Even in his short time in Congress, he left an impression. And now, his death leaves a void, not just in Texas's 18th district, but in the hearts of everyone he touched. So, what's next? Governor Greg Abbott will need to call a special election to fill Turner's seat, which could take a few months. But honestly, no one's thinking about politics right now. It's about mourning a man who gave so much down. Flags are at half-staff in Houston, and tributes are pouring in. He was a member of Alpha Phi Alpha, the Church Without Walls, and a proud Houstonian through and through. As we wrap up, I just want to say, Sylvester Turner, rest in peace. Your legacy is cemented in Houston's streets, in the laws you shaped, in the lives you lifted up. To his family and fans, I'm so sorry for your loss. If you've got memories of Turner or just want to share your thoughts, drop them in the comments. I'd love to hear from you. Let's keep his spirit alive by remembering what he stood for. Thanks for watching, everyone. If this video resonated with you, give it a thumbs up, share it with someone who would appreciate it, and hit that subscribe button for more stories like this. Sylvester Turner's story reminds us how one person can change so much, how leadership, resilience, and heart can leave a mark that lasts forever. Take a moment today to reflect on that. Maybe even tell someone about a time he inspired you. His family could use our support, so let's send them love in the comments too. We'll keep covering stories that matter, so hit that bell icon to stay updated. Until next time, take care, and let's honor those who make a difference. See you soon.